Okay, you guys, our next video. You ain't got no heat. What are you gonna do? That's what you're gonna do. And I have to run through each of these 12 steps so you get an idea what I'm talking about. Okay, I tried not to make the video too long. My battery's dying. Let's go. Okay, step number 1. Check the switch on the wall. In the new construction, they have a red cover on them. In older houses, the older units, this is forced air with a return, with ductwork. They might have the switch on the unit itself. If you have an oil system, it's gonna have the switch on the unit itself. So it's either on the wall or on the unit, depending upon the age. Okay? You're gonna check to see that your thermostat has batteries. You're gonna check to see that it's in the heat position. You're gonna check your set point. It's already 78. So if I want it to go on, I have to set the set point higher. You guys heard the click? Okay, it says room temperature. Alright, on some of the thermostats it says heat on it. I have a video on thermostats, how to operate them, so I will put a link to that video below in the description, okay? Step number 2. We did the thermostat already. Number 3. Does furnace have power? You would basically use a meter here. There's a little box on the side here. Or you could use one of those electric pens. Use a little pen like this. This one doesn't. Okay, there it is. Alright. This is a little bit deceiving because it doesn't tell you if you have the full voltage you need. But it can work in a pinch, okay? If you don't have power, look for a breaker. You might have to reset a breaker where your sub panel is at. Okay? If you have only a main panel, you gotta go to the main panel. Number 5 is there trouble code. There's a little window here with light, and it should be steady for this furnace. And if I get a trouble code, it'll blink either 1 up to like 6 times. And on the back of the door, I have what the codes mean. Okay? For this furnace. Just to help you guys out there. And if it cycles on and off, down here I have what's called a flame sensor, and it's either dirty or it's going bad. What I would do is I would change it if I had one. If I didn't have one, I would clean it, and it should work for at least that night till you get another one. Okay? Just make it a little sandpaper, even scratch it with a screwdriver or a knife, and it should work. Okay, blowout hose. That would be this gray hose right here for this pressure switch or vacuum switch. It goes from the induction motor right here. You can see it right here. And you basically just pull it off from here, and you blow it out. Make sure there's no dust in there. You can also semi-check this switch by blowing the hose in and out, and you'll hear a click on the switch. If the igniter glows, which is down here on the gas tray right here, mine's is over here in the front. If it glows and the gas tray doesn't light up, you can change the igniter, or you gotta check your gas valve, make sure the switch is not off. On new installations, if they do it in the summertime, they will forget to put that switch on. Gotta check that, alright? Check all limit switches. There's little switches down here. They got a little button. 2 of them there. And you just push them in, like on a hot water tank. I'm going to put a link for that in the description below also. Okay? Some of the older units, when you pull the door off, the unit will turn off immediately. That's telling you have a door switch. But if it's not working, you got to check the door switch with continuity. Okay? Are you getting 24 volts? You can check with a meter. The power is coming in here on the black and white, and it should be 24 volts. Usually about 26, 27 volts coming out, which goes to the thermostat. There's also a way to check on the thermostat, if you pull it off the wall, red and common. See if you're getting 24 volts to the thermostat. If you're there, then you might have to change the thermostat. Okay? Check for loose wires. All the connections, everything is tight. There's nothing loose. What else would I check for? Here. Since I'm here, real quick, trying to give you guys an idea. That's pretty much about it for now. And I'll show you guys one more thing before we leave, okay? Alright, last thing I wanted to discuss. The heat is on, but it's still cold inside. What are you gonna do? Let me read it out, okay? Oh, check windows. There's no drafts. In emergency, you can use like clear tape. If you get stuff foam in there. They also sell this plastic that goes over the whole window, so you make like a pocket of air. That helps out a lot. Okay, the more traffic in and out, the more difficult it is to keep the place warm. If you got a storm door, close the main door. Okay, on the coldest days, on our system, with a draft, we got long runs and short runs. What that means is the ductwork has either a short run or a long run. The shorter runs get more heat or more AC. The longer runs get less pressure, less heat, less AC. What do you do on that occasion? You can actually open up the doors upstairs, because most people sleep upstairs, and it'll circulate throughout the rooms if you have to. Okay? Link to thermostats work. Okay? We're making a video. Oh, I said I'm going to put that link in there. Excuse me. Heat need to. Okay. A lot of people think you put the heat on, you're heating up the air. Especially if it's been on for a while. You're actually heating up all the items in the unit itself also. So the more items you have, the longer it takes to heat up the whole place. You're not just heating the air. It's kind of important. Okay. Okay, I guess that's it for now. It's a few extra tips I can give you. If you have a ductwork like we have, ductwork faces up and it faces down. Sometimes they want more heat or more AC upstairs. You can actually semi-close or close the ductwork downstairs, and you get more draft going up. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.